So in this video we'll be doing UDP protocol. So firstly we'll just enter Wireshark Lab of UDP. So basically UDP is just a protocol uh, that's just taking place on internet, and it does not give you the reliability of data transfer. Like if there's a transfer between A to B, there is no proper reliability on UDP, unlike TCP. So in TCP there is a proper reliability that the data would be sent at any cost, but in UDP it's not. So yeah, now we'll just start the assignment. Over here it says like start capturing packets in Wireshark and then do something that will cause your host to send and receive the several UDP packets. It's also likely that just doing nothing except packets capturing via Wireshark, that some UDP packets will be sent by others will appear in your trace. Okay. Uh, Now let's just open any browser. I'll just open this. I'll just enter something like Grammarly, and now I'll just open it up, and in parallel I'll open the Wireshark. So over here it's been running on this port, so I'm entering through this port. Yeah, and what you will do is just stop it, just stop the packets, guys. So, and uh, again start the packets capturing. Now refresh the website. Yeah, now again stop it and filter it by entering UDP. Okay, so over here there are multiple protocols that have been captured of UDP. So that's it, and let's just answer the questions. The first question is, determine how many fields there are in the UDP header, and you shouldn't look in the textbook. Answer the questions directly from what you observe in the packet trace and name these fields. So over here in the UDP protocol there are multiple things, like instead of selecting that thing I'd be selecting the standard query right over here, this thing, and over here the UDP protocol has been present, right? So now over here in the UDP there are four headers known as source port, destination port, length, checksum, and these are the four headers in the UDP. And second question, by consulting the displayed information in the Wireshark package content field for the packet, determine the length of each UDP header files in bytes, right? So we can do that by with the help of ASCII code. See, for example, over here for the source code, there is, hold on a second. Yeah, for the source code there are 2 bytes, and for the destination port 2 bytes, and for the length 2 bytes, and for the checksum 2 bytes. So the answer is 2 bytes. Third question, the value of the length field is the length of what? Verify your claim with your captured UDP packet. So the value in the length field can be captured over here, see, you can see that over here the length is of 53, right? So the length is 53. So you have got in the previous question the 2 for the four header files, right? So what are the 2 into 4? It's 8, and subtract the 53 with 8, 45. So the value in the length field is sum of the 8 header bytes plus the 45 encapsulated data bytes. And yeah, next question. What's the maximum number of bytes that you can be included in a UDP payload? So for this, actually, the UDP, the maximum number of bytes that can be included in a UDP payload is uh, 16 times, and you can calculate it by a formula called 2 power n minus 1 header bytes, which gives 2 power 16 minus 1 as 65,527 bytes. And that's the answer for it. And the next question, what is the largest possible source port number? Similarly, the largest source port number is 2 power 16 minus 1, which is 65,535. And sorry for the misconception, in the previous I have given that the maximum number of bytes that are in UDP payload is 2 power 16 minus 1, right? uh, we get 2 power 16 minus 1 as 65,535, and we have to subtract it by the total header files bytes of the length that we have got, that are 8. So 65,535 minus 8 is 65,527 bytes is the maximum number of bytes that can be included in a UDP payload. And now coming to this question, the largest possible source port number is 2 power 16 minus 1, 65,535. So the sixth question. So what's the protocol number for UDP? Give your answer in both the hexadecimal and the decimal notation. To answer this question, you need to look into the protocol in the field of datagram containing the UDP segment. So over here, if you just look up like hold on a second. Yeah, there is thing called UDP protocol right here. So here is the 17. So over here, this is the decimal one hexa. This is for the decimal, which is 17, and for the hexadecimal, like previously for the decimal notation, we have got the 17 and subtract it in and for the decimal one, hexadecimal, it's over here. Hexadecimal is 11. So that's it. Next question. Uh, Examine a pair of UDP packets in which your hosts are sent, and in the first UDP packet and the second UDP packet is a reply to the first UDP packet. So we just have to describe the relationship between the port numbers in the two packets. So over here, let's take this thing. Over here, the source port is 172.16.16.81, which is the host IP address, and 4.2.2.2 is also the DNS server IP address of my laptop. So now again, let's just see the DNS query response of it. where is DNS query response? Yeah, the 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 same DNS server is been had given the reply to me from my DNS server to the host IP address. So the query response destination is the query response source path, and the query source path is the query response destination port IP address. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching.